All right, it's time for some more 8-ball patterns. This is video 6. Let's bust them up and see what we got. All right, good morning. So let's check this out here. Sometimes it's important to play in the morning. It is 9 o'clock in the morning here, so we want to try to walk into a potential tournament. We don't have a chance to warm up in the morning because the place starts the tournament right when the place opens. So we got to get the stroke going. We got to get the mind going. So let's kind of take some time and think here. So old boy scratched on the break here. We got our ball in hand, right? And these balls are they're pretty open. With ball in hand here, the only real issue that I see playing with stripes is the 11 ball, because the 11 ball can only see that corner pocket. So we kind of have to be careful. We could make a potential nice shot and get out of the rack here. If we start with the 15, if we commit to this corner pocket, we can roll the cue ball to in this area, and then we can shoot the 9 and we can start to float towards the 11 ball. Our goal is to get as straight as we can, like right here is really not that bad. It's a potential for a make, and then we can attack these 2 balls. The 8 ball does see this corner pocket, but it also sees this pocket as well as the side. It sees all 6 pockets. So there's stripes. Stripes looks like they're the favorable one right now, but before we go, we always want to check the other suit just to make sure. So if we have ball in hand and we want to start with solids, we probably need to start with the 4 ball, because the 4 ball traps the 5. So if we commit to the 4 ball first, say we put the ball around this long line here. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to go from the 4 to one of these balls over here. Could be the 3, could be the 7. Okay, I like the 7. The 7 does see an entryway into the pocket. And I like the 7 just because the cue ball can come off the rail real nice. We can attack the 3 ball. So now we come over here, and the big question is does the 1 go by the 9? Because we want to try to stay simple, which it does. It has the whole pocket. So now what we're potentially seeing is 2 good outs here. Because if we start with the 4, we can attack these 3 balls, which would leave the cue ball in this general area to shoot the 6 ball down in the corner pocket. And if we shoot the 6 ball down in the corner pocket, we have a really nice window to the 2, and the 2 will lead us really nice back to the 5. So solids has a couple long balls and not near as much position play. Stripes has like more open balls, but there has to be a little tight position here in the long run of things. So I think I'm going to run out solids. I'm going to try anyway. I think solids is probably the best suit here just because of the minimal cue ball movement. So I'm actually going to put this ball here. Now I'm going to roll the 4 in so I get the cue ball out this way a little bit, so the 7's easier to get shape on the 3 here. So let's give this a shot and see what we get here. I want to hit majority ball here so I don't have to hit this very hard. There we go. Good start. So now I'm going to shoot the 7 here, and I'm going to pop off the rail so I can get the 3 ball. Okay, so now I'm going to put just a touch, about under a half a tip of left hand spin on this ball. After I make the 3, I want the cue ball to hit the rail and kind of kick out here so I can have a pretty nice shot at the 1 ball here in the corner pocket. So let's see if the touch is on this morning. I've had no preparation, no strokes. Pretty good. So yeah, now this is going to be good. If I make the 1, the cue ball should be right in this line, which is going to take me hopefully to the rest of the out here. So let's make sure we make the 1. The 9 ball's deceiving. There we go. All right, Now it's time to stop the cue ball on the 6 here. Good shot. And now I'm going to kill the cue ball here right around this area for the 2 ball. Because the 5 ball goes up here, I don't have to move the cue ball very far. The 8 ball has the entire pocket to come here. So after this ball stops here, I can just roll the ball up here, get in this area, and shoot the 8 ball in the side pocket. Good shot. So now let's roll this ball up here. We're going to call the 8 ball on the side. We had a nice out there. So now let's say that they pop the ball out, boom, boom, and it come, I don't know, come all the way up here, and then something crazy happened and the cue ball wound up going in the side pocket. So now you got ball in hand here. And the thing that's bummer about this is you kind of have 2 problem balls that you got to attack. You got a ball that's up here, and you got a ball that's here now too. So the best way that I feel that we really want to attack this is to shoot the 11 all the way up here. But the best way doesn't mean that it's always the right way. So let's try to figure out a way here. We got to get rid of the 9 because the 9's too far this way. We don't really want to shoot that ball to try to hold for the 8 ball. I mean, we can if we have to, but we don't want to shoot it that way. So now let's, I'm actually going to, I'm going to leave the 11 till last. I'm going to commit it up there. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to shoot the 15, and then I'm going to play the 9. So after I play the 9 ball, I'm going to bring the cue ball off the rail down here, and I'm going to attack these 2 balls, hopefully in the same pocket. So I want to be over here so I can draw the cue ball back and I can attack this ball here. And that'll leave me for the shot on the 13 ball. 13 ball, I can bring the cue ball off the rail and I can bring it this way to try to get my shot on the 11 for kind of a slow roll-ish shot, which will leave the cue ball around this area and we should be okay. So let's give that a shot here. So the 15 ball is just going to be a slight stun shot. I have just a little angle on it. That was just to move it a little bit. So instead of coming off the rail out here, that's pretty forceful. I'm going to put a touch of running English on it, which is right hand spin in this case. I'm going to come 1, 2, and I'm going to start to come out towards these middle 2 balls here. So I'm going to be about a tip of right. Just kind of slow roll the ball. So it kind of took off there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Shoot the 14 in the side, draw back, play the 12 ball in the same pocket. All right, so we got to deviate now because we could shoot the 12 in the side, but believe it or not, good players get out of line more than you think. So instead of shooting the 12 ball in the side pocket, letting the cue ball come all the way down there, I could do something crazy and I could slap the cue ball 1, 2 rails this way to come back over here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to shoot the 11 ball and I'm going to hold the cue ball right around this area. And that's because the 12 ball can come here really easy and I got a lot of room to try to get down in this area, like on the inside of my cue stick to where I potentially like shooting the 8. So let's try to work hard and stop this 11 ball here, right where it's at. Shut. Now I'm going to roll off the rail just so I can get a little closer to my work here. Okay, so now we're here. This isn't really anything fancy. I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna come off the rail here. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of force. I'm just gonna come back down this way. Nothing that's crazy. If I hit the second rail, that's okay. I'm not really worried about it, but this is gonna be straight high. So we had a little bit of slide there, which is no good. So we got to make a nice shot here, and we can't scratch. We have a pretty good scratch line down here to this corner pocket here. So we just got to try our best to make a nice shot here. We got out of line. And we missed it. Now, here's the good part though. We got a good safe. So the other guy comes back up to the table. He's going to probably look at this here. He's probably going to try and cut it, but we still run the risk of scratching here. So I'm going to put a left-hand spin on this ball and try to spin it off the rail and avoid the corner pocket here. Got to watch out for the corner pocket, and that's why we don't shoot the shot. So that's so good news there is we guy missed, okay, and then we ran down and we missed the ball that we shouldn't have missed, but we still left it in a position to where even a good player knows there's a pretty strong chance we're going to scratch, and we try not to scratch. There's a real strong player is probably not going to scratch, or they're not going to shoot the shot. So hopefully that is a good out for y'all, and I thank you for watching, and have a great day.